I know I get told that all the time.
Conquerors, warriors,
Rush 7 Rush. Here we at Rush 7 Rush.
conquerors, warriors. We'd like to welcome you into the Front Seven Rush podcast. I'm your man Vince Ingram, and my main man Jerry J. W. Williams, and superstar producer Big Time Bijan Kelly. Hey, listen, man, we're gonna start the show off, man, with a little sit on a serious note, man. And so Doc Rivers came on live earlier, as you all know. You know, the NBA refused to play tonight, as well as Cincinnati Reds and a couple more teams. I think the WNBA chimed in with it. And so they're protesting on behalf of the young man in Wisconsin that got shot in the back 7 times by the police. Point blank range, BJ shot in the back 7 times, man. And from my understanding, he lived, but he's paralyzed from the waist down. And so, man, I applaud what Doc Rivers and the NBA and the Cincinnati Reds and all the pro teams. I applaud what they're doing, man. I think it's fantastic, man. And I mean, J-Dub, this got to give, man. It's got to give, man. I mean, my son is 21 years old today, and I can honestly say that when he's leaving, man, when he's on the street and he's in his car, man, and my son is a great guy, man. But I am truly bothered by him possibly getting stopped by the cops, man. Just because, man, he's a nice sized young man. I mean, a real cool guy, man. But the way these cops are doing it now, man, I really just think that they definitely need more training. But I think they more scared for whatever reason, man. They are scared, man, of of that black skin, man. That's all I can figure because. I mean, they just acting on impulse, man. And I mean, it's been going on now. We got cameras, but hell, now they know we got cameras and they still doing it. You know what I'm saying? And so, it's almost unexplainable, man. And I just, I applaud what Doc Rivers and the NBA and the WNBA, Cincinnati Reds, everybody who's taking a stand, from that type of platform, man. I applaud those guys. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't even. I heard something about it. So, but I never looked up the story. So Jacob Blake, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow, shot at least 7 times on Sunday in Wisconsin. Yeah, paralyzed from the waist down. Jeez.
Shot 7 times, man. 7 times, man. I mean, I sent you all that video about the guy in July that was, caught walking down the street. He was handcuffed. And the cops just beat him, man. They beat him for like 6 minutes with the clubs, I just don't get it, man. I don't get it. And so, that's what we're going to have to do. The LeBrons and, those type of people, man, they're going to have to step up like they did, man. And I applaud those guys. I think it's great. And just keep doing it, man. Just keep doing it and keep making it a money issue and all of that type of thing until something is done. I mean, Doc Rivers was almost in tears earlier, man. I mean, he was saying his dad was a cop. So, I mean, of course, they got some really good cops out there, man. But, I mean, the ones that's not, I think the ones that's good got to hold those guys accountable, J-Dub. I think they do, man. I think they do. For it to start changing a little bit.
What was he doing? Just chilling, or what was he?
From my understanding, he was either bringing his kids back or picking up his kids. And I mean, I've heard a couple of different stories. I heard he was bringing his kids back or picking up his kids. It was a domestic thing, and he was going and getting in his car. And they kept telling him to stop. He kept walking. They kept telling him to stop. He kept walking. So they got close enough to grab. The cop got close enough. The one that shot him got close enough to grab his shirt, and he just unloaded on him, you know. And so, I mean, but there was no
Right.
cause for that, man.
No
Yeah,
reason.
there's other ways to handle that.
Yeah, there's no reason for that. So, you know, it's
There's a and not in no way make an excuse for anything like that, but there is amongst police officers and amongst white people in general, there is a fear of African Americans, and it's because we hear of the violence in the neighborhoods. If you look at the numbers, it's more common for a black guy to shoot a white guy than it is the other way. So I think that gets in their heads, and they act on these ridiculous impulses. And you guys know me, man. I'm the last person to look at someone's skin color, but I feel like I like what everybody's doing. It's we're all becoming aware. We're talking about it. It's getting out in the open. It's dialogue. That's what needs to happen. V, you're absolutely right. I mean, people got to start saying more. But if there's only a way that law enforcement and these communities come together, and both the communities, there's a lot of community violence. Both sides need to hold each other accountable. The cops need to hold the people in their community accountable, and the communities that are shooting each other need to hold their people accountable. I mean, guess what? In communities that don't have the violence, we need to hold both accountable. I mean, V, I'm with you, man. We got law enforcement. There's a lot of good ones, man, and I know a lot of good ones, but they do it. Man, we got to step up and get these shitheads out of there.
Yeah,
Well,
they're definitely overshadowed by the bad ones, man. The good ones are, they're overshadowed by the bad ones.
And I think that's in all groups.
Yeah, I think so too.
You hear about the bad neighborhoods, it's overshadowed by the bad. You know what I mean? I mean, and maybe I wish we could start looking at the good ones, but right now all we're hearing is the bad. So it's time for the good ones to step up. I want law enforcement to get the trash out of there, because I know there's a lot of good ones in there.
So BJ, what is that Morrison said? Can you put that up on the screen, please?
Yeah, he was having a birthday celebration for his kids. Her understanding is that he was breaking up a domestic dispute and not in one.
Yeah, but I mean, I think it's, they said they kept telling him to stop, and he was walking to his car, and they kept telling him to stop. He kept walking to his car, but when you get close enough where you can put your hands on this person, there's no need to shoot him at that point,
No, there's no reason to.
Yeah,
a gun shouldn't even been pulled.
No need to shoot him, period. Yeah, exactly. Gun should have been pulled it off. So,
I just wish they.
J-Dub, I think it might be for you, man. The lovely. So why are they afraid of the black man?
It's talking to actual law enforcement. They've actually, I won't mention names or anything, but they've actually told me when approaching a car with white guys in it, or approaching a car with black guys in it, if it's rap music, singing "fuck the police," something like that, they're a little more fearful. And then with everything going on lately, ever since 2016 when they started kneeling, he said they've been on edge because they already feel like people are out to get them anyways. They don't now. These people, I think personally, do not have any kind of racial tension at all. It said it's just natural. It's different. Them being white, walking up, they just feel like I'm automatically hated by this group, whereas I might not be with this group. So they're just a little on edge. And then you hear about community violence. So depending where you're located, like if you're inner Houston, you might react to certain skin colors a little different than you are if you're in Cypress. You know what I mean? Or if you're in New York City versus Kansas City, it's different situations, but there's still no excuse for it. I think it just gets it's psychology, man. It gets in everyone's head. I mean, you guys have a stereotype of white people. We can't help but the stereotype groups. Police right now are kind of people are targeting in on them. You know what I mean? And I think but it's been like that for far too long. That's the thing. I'm just talking about the recent incidents.
What's your take on that, BJ?
No, I know. I was agreeing. Yeah, we all have stereotypes. And as for, I was going to say earlier, as for him being so close, that's just something that I wish police did more of using their tasers or their baton, or something. But even that is still like,
it's still too far.
Some restraint and using, I don't know, aren't they supposed to be trained on takedowns or proper procedures of detaining someone?
So that's what they want to increase that,
I mean, you don't have to put if it's if it's 6 of y'all and it's
Right.
one of me, I mean, and I can be the baddest black dude on the planet, man. But it's 6 of y'all.
Mhm.
So try
Yeah.
your luck. Try your luck. It's 6 of y'all. At least try your luck with
Yeah.
with your hands first, and see if you can handle me that way.
And look, I am in no way. I'm really like Toyota's comment. I'm in no way saying I'm approving of this. I'm just saying I think I've heard others in law enforcement say they are more fearful, and it just gets in their head, and they shouldn't let it. So I'm not saying that they should be. I'm not condoning that whatsoever. I think people just need to start talking to one another and get over it. Get over stereotypes, man. Skin color does not matter. Regarded, yeah, I'm a white guy and I blare white music too, like Toyota's, saying white guys listen to loud music too. Mine's screaming, so you can't understand the words, but hey, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's all about dialogue. We just got to start having dialogue, and I feel like it's going in that direction.
I have a good.
I want it to.
I have a good question. Is police training is any of that material public at all, or is all that private?
It should be public. You probably can pull any of that up on YouTube, I'm sure.
It depends local, I think.
Yeah. I'm
don't
sure
know.
you can, man. I'm sure you can, but they should be. If 6 cops can't take on one man, black or white, then he don't need to be a cop, man. You know what I mean? I'm just saying.
Now he's trying to run from us or something.
I'm just saying, man. The cops supposed to be, like BJ said, man. They supposed to be trained with their hands to a certain extent. Some additional training that the average day Joe don't have.
Mhm.
Now, I mean, you can have training and you can still run up on the wrong brother and he beat you to death. Beat the brakes off of you. But I mean, if it's 4 or 5, J-Dub, if it's 2 of them, sure enough, if it's 3, man, they should be able to handle one guy.
Yeah.
If it's me and my 2 buddies and one dude is taking us out, I'm not gonna shoot him. I ain't gonna try to handcuff him. I'm not tasing him. Let him go.
There's no reason, for that.
Hey man, you too tough. You deserve to go on and keep it moving, bro.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. I mean, this instance right here, there's no excuse for that at all.
Yeah. I mean, I wish they just had something where it's like, if there's no gun involved, if there's no immediate threat, then if you lose someone, you lose them.
Mm-hmm.
If he kept going in his car and he kept driving, all right, turn on your lights, try and pull him over. I don't know, but it's just
that happened here in Cyprus the other day. There's a police chase and he got away, and everybody started pointing out their window which way he went.
Oh, wow.
It was I think it was some drunk white dude just acting stupid, But he was about to cause a wreck and hurt somebody.
So yeah, they can't let if he's if he's supposed to did a crime, then they just can't let him drive off. But I mean, like I said, man, they should be able, from my understanding, it was about 10 of them out there. It's 10 of y'all, man.
Yeah.
One of y'all can't handle this person without pulling your weapon out. 2 of y'all, 3 of y'all, so that type of thing, man, they're gonna have to do better, man, because
Absolutely.
It's just not gonna work, man. It's just not gonna work. And you see, a lot of people, man, black and white, are fed up, man. Especially black, they're fed up, and they just, they doing everything they can to take a stand. So, we gonna pray, man, that it get a lot better, because we just want this world right, man. We just want to be treated fairly. That's it, man. I mean, that's it. So it's a trip, man. So Dean Morgan, BJ said the cops are so full of fear they definitely in the wrong field of work. Yeah, you're right, because you can be a little nerved up when you're a cop, but I mean, you got to get that fear out of you, man, because that's what'll make you pull your gun when you scared. You know what I mean? That's the first thing you're gonna do. If you scared, you think you finna get your behind whooped or whatever. The first thing, well, I got a pistol, so I'm gonna pull this pistol. You can't do that. You gotta go for blow, baby. So bring your hard hat. You know what I'm saying?
I got a cop stereotype in mind.
Yeah, we all have stereotypes.
I have a stereotype. No, a specific one. I have a stereotype. that in their training, nobody wants to get that jujitsu thrown on the floor. All they want to do is go to the gun range. That's my stereotype.
Oh hell yeah, dude! I can't fight for shit.
And
I
you
got
may
my
be
gun.
right, man. You may be right.
I got a gun because I can't fight though, but I'm not a cop. I didn't go in that law. I ain't trying to box nobody.
Exactly.
But you ain't a cop though. You didn't choose.
That's what I'm saying. I'll be the first one running. I'm the one that hung out with the brothers because I couldn't fight.
I mean, you got enough sense to like, man. Let me be let me
marketing
do
nerd.
Yeah, let me do marketing.
You're absolutely right, man. You're
Trying
right.
to do nothing while I have to use my hands and defend myself. So, and you're right, man. Dean is right, man. They should maybe find another profession. If that may not be the profession for them, BJ. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, may not. Man, that is just so messed up. Maybe I don't even know. Who here has a solution besides more training, of course? Who here has a different idea for a solution for people?
I think the dialogue is very important. Man, people are talking about it more than I think we ever have. I think you're actually getting more white people involved in it now too. You know what I mean? I think as a whole, people are starting to talk about it more and more. So it's definitely, I mean, that's what shocks me. It shocks me anytime, but this one really does. Everybody's eyes are on this right now.
Yeah.
And still, I'm like, come on, man, really? You know, it shouldn't have never happened to begin with, but that blows my mind. I mean, but I think everyone's eyes are on it, and I hope everyone's eyes stay on it. You know,
I think one thing they can do, man, they need to start bringing in some people to handle it, to you know, somebody that has the criteria to sit down and talk to these cops, man. You know, because you making sit some of these guys down and talk to them and tell right from there they shouldn't be cops.
Mm,
You know what I mean?
I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Somebody that, you know, with, you know, like, you know, psychiatrists, whatever, what have you, that can sit down with a group of these guys and one-on-one and have discussions with them, man, and see where their head is at. Because a lot of them probably will tell you then that they shouldn't be cops. You know what I mean? And those
you're right.
they need to either put behind a desk or just go ahead and get rid of. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I think that may help if it start there. You know, and you know, if you sit down, BJ, and a lot of them are saying that, hey man, I'm terrified when I'm on the streets. You don't need to be him, bro.
You know, like my one example of a great law enforcement agent, my brother-in-law is a state trooper, right? He was military. He fought in the Afghanistan, all that good stuff. He fits what law enforcement should be, because he genuinely he catch those little things that state troopers are supposed to bust people for. He's like, whatever, you know. He's genuinely concerned about the well-being of the area that he's overseeing. And it's got a mix. It's got blacks, white. It's got a mixture of everything. It's a little town, but it's kind of like a Tyler type town, you know.
Yeah.
It's up there in China Springs.
Yeah.
And he genuinely though loves just to protect the community, and that's ideal. And he's not scared. I mean, he's military, gone to war, shot at people, you know. So he's not worried about that. That to me, that's what a cop need. You know, that's who a cop needs to be. The guy who genuinely wants to protect, wants to fight for people.
And you know what, man? Based on what you're saying, some of these cops, BJ, I think if they put them in certain areas, some of them need to familiarize themselves with these areas. If they're not from the neighborhood, go to the neighborhood sometime and not go to the neighborhood to look to arrest somebody. Just go to the neighborhood and just check on the, you know, familiarize yourself with the kids in the neighborhood and the families in the neighborhood.
Absolutely.
And stuff like that. I'm not here to mess with nobody. I ain't here to, you know, none of that. I'm just here, you know, you see some little kids shooting ball or something. Get out and introduce yourself. Get back in your car and leave. You know,
I'm here as a neighbor, just like you would with your neighbor.
Yeah.
You know, let them know who you are. Let them know you're here to protect, you know, and you're here to help them.
Yeah.
So I agree, man. I think that's a great idea.
Yeah. I mean, they'll get a lot of respect like that, man. You know what I mean? When you keep it real and, you know, and then while you building those relationships, then you can let them know, listen, you know, this is what you need to do. This is what we don't want you to do. This is what they're looking for in this community. So I'm letting y'all know this is what, you know, this is what goes on in this community, and this is what we need. This is what we're trying to stop. Let them know what you're trying to do, man, and then just lead. Don't be trying to take nobody to jail. Build some respect in the community. If you build some respect in the community, these people will respect you, man. We will respect you when you come into, our black neighborhoods and stuff like that.
And it doesn't matter your skin color. It really doesn't, man. Because I went into Carverdale and they told me, hey, man, don't go on any other streets with your white Mustang. I never went on any other streets, man, but I had a nice relationship in that. And I wasn't a cop, obviously, but a little preppy white boy driving with his hair flipped. That's when I had hair, man.
Yeah.
But no, they could care less about skin color. You come in there, you introduce yourself, you let them know you're here. You're part of their family, basically. It's all right. It's all good, man. I agree. I think that should be mandatory.
I think so too, man. And again, if they're scared to do that, they don't need to be cops.
Yeah.
If you're afraid to do that, if you're afraid to go in these neighborhoods with your partner and introduce yourself, you don't need to be a cop, man.
Absolutely.
You don't need to be a cop. You love to say we have to see each other as human race instead of color races. That's right. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Stampede said perception of black people as savages is sown in the fabric of the nation since its inception. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We got that. We got that stereotype for real, man. Oh, Sarah, that girl Sarah is J-Dub. I haven't seen her in a minute.
Hey, what's going on, Sarah?
Yeah, good to see you back, Sarah. Portland has a gun violence reduction.
Portland's a mess right now, though.
Last month. That's why that video you sent me with the young lady Kim. I can't remember what her last name was, man.
Man, she's strong, man. She's strong.
She seemed to be, man. I'm curious. I'm excited to see if she gets elected and what she can do.
I think she's. I'm telling you, man. I think a lot of those, like the Tim Scott, some of the blacks that are going for the Republican, I think they're going to get in, man, because they're stronger than the people they're up against, though, by far. I mean, they're just. If you're not even looking at skin color, they're the best one for the job, in my opinion. And I'm talking about in the same party, who they're against in their party,
right?
Not because I vote conservative. I'm talking conservative versus conservative. I think they're the best one. I mean, they're strong candidates.
Hey, man, speaking of Senator Tim Scott and Democrat Vernon Jones and man, Herschel Walker, man, they
Nas keep popping. It's like that. Hey, let's play a game. Everybody write Nas's name when you see him pop in and out. First one to do it wins a prize.
Yeah, Nas get on it in that show. Hey, man, so listen. So, Jada, what you think about this, man? So we got Senator Tim Scott, we got the Democrat Vernon Jones, and then we got Herschel Walker, the ex-football player, Herschel Walker.
Uh-huh.
Georgia, Dallas Cowboys, the whole 9 yards, NFL player. Man, they got memes of Herschel Walker with his number 34 Dallas Cowboy jersey on with the Jingo. The Jingo, you remember the movie BJ Jamie Foxx was in?
Oh yeah.
Django, yeah.
So they got Samuel L. Jackson's head. They got Samuel L. Jackson's head on Herschel Walker's body, man. I said, boy, that's cold-blooded, man. That's cold, man.
How they gonna do, man?
So, I mean,
I'm trying to look for it.
I don't have, me personally, man, I don't have a problem with these guys. They represent whoever they want to. I don't care, man. You know what I mean? I'm gonna represent who I want to. They represent who they want to. Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna badmouth the guys or make fun of them or whatever, And man, they letting them guys have it, man. Tim Scott,
Tim Scott's been getting had. I mean, they've been going after him. Just he's like the only black conservative in the Senate or whatnot. He's oh god, man. I've read some of the things. There it is, Kim I can't pronounce that.
Kim Classic.
Kim, that's it. Oh, that just sounds clean right there. Classic. No, I like listening to her, man. Candace Owens can be too extreme for some people, but Kim and Tim Scott, man, they're sharp.
Stampede don't care for Tim Scott and Kim Classic.
I know it's Nas' brother, right?
That's not, brother.
Okay.
You don't care, bro. I mean, but you know what, man? A lot of people don't even realize Uncle Tom was really he did a whole lot for the blacks. The name that that they need to use when they saying Uncle Tom is Sambo. Sambo was the one who was throwing the black people under the bus. You know, Sambo was the one who was
Wasn't there a book called that or something?
I don't know. But Uncle Tom was actually
Who's?
I can't remember the guy's real name. His real name wasn't Uncle Tom.
I didn't know that.
I know what you're talking. I can't.
Yeah,
remember his
I
name,
read
but I
about
know what you're talking about though.
Uncle Tom did a lot, man. He did a lot for the slaves. He, you know, he was the one who would pick cotton and put extra cotton in the other blacks.
Well, did you see that? Well, you probably didn't. I could share the video. That woman went up there that we worked at the last night on the Republican National Convention. She went up there talking about. She worked at Planned Parenthood and went up the ladder.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you have to hear that. It made me sick to my stomach. She was talking about they give an award every year for who has the most who gives the most abortions, right? And it's named, the founder of Planned Parenthood is actually a well-known racist, and she set up Planned Parenthood in locations that had heavy black populations on purpose to abort, and they give that award away every year. And then this woman says she was asked to meet a quota, an abortion quota. And if she did not meet it, and then she said, that's when I was done. I was out. And I realized it has to be stopped. And I mean, Planned Parenthood's a big Democratic, you know, funding right there. But man, I thought that was, I'll show it to you. It made me sick to hear that someone would set up facilities like that on purpose in black. I mean, that blows my mind. That's beyond.
We got so much stuff going on in the American states, guys.
Yeah, we do, man.
I don't know. Should we maybe try Australia? No, Australia doesn't like black.
Nah, hey, you know what?
That's right. He won't let us in right now,
We're
man.
still the greatest country, all right? We're gonna make this. We're gonna make it happen. Too many people have died for us to get to this point. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
A lot of people on both sides. They died to get us here. So I'm
know,
proud. I'm glad that we could sit here and have a podcast and be free doing it. You know,
just the summer in a different country, different perspective. You know, just
they got a lot of deadly animals over there, though, man. I don't want to mess with those snakes and.
In Australia, they got the biggest bat in the world.
I don't.
Fox bat. Have you ever heard of that?
Mm-mm.
What about the jellyfish, man? They got a little bitty jellyfish. It's like the most poisonous animal in the world. Kill you like that.
Is it a jellyfish or a shrimp?
It's a. I eat the shrimp, man. It's a jellyfish.
I think it's some type of shrimp.
No, it's called the box jellyfish. Well, I bet they do have a poisonous shrimp over there. Everything's poisonous over there. Australia, man. Australia ain't playing around. They got sharks all around the island too. I ain't doing that.
So, who is Bill Gates' mother? Is that who you talking about, J-Dub? She said
Bill Gates' mother.
I don't know.
She's probably Bill Gates' mother is probably not alive, is she?
Probably not.
I have no idea about that.
How old is he? He's like,
he could be 60.
Yeah, he's got to be in his 60s, right?
Yeah.
Still filthy rich.
Bill Gates is 64. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't. Hey, mom might be alive.
Yeah, he could. She could.
I don't know how we. That took a right turn.
Look at this. You see that bat?
Oh no! See, no, I'm not. Wow, I don't want to go to Australia now.
Oh, that is a bat.
But
That's a big old bat, man.
hey, my dad went there and said they have a little island that has these little. They're about the size of rabbits, right? But they look like kangaroos. They're like mini kangaroos, about this big. And he said they're called quackers. And it's the only island in the world. And you can eat there and they'll hop in and out of the restaurant and stuff. I'm like, it's just weird animals, man. But that's kind of cool. But I don't want none of them snakes and all that.
Yeah.
Man, that bat was about the size of a kangaroo, man. I don't want no parts of that.
That's a COVID bat. I bet it had COVID.
I ain't joking. So, J-Dub, what you think? I want to jump back on this real quick, man. So, Earl Thomas, man. Now they're saying the Cowboys is the front runner to get the young man. I mean, he fits the criteria: bad attitude, locker room.
I knew. How'd I know that?
Hey, locker room poison. So, hey, he fit right in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but he wants to be there.
He does. He wants to be there, but that don't make him. That don't make him not want to punch somebody when he get there.
Stampede, you're a Cowboys fan. I want you to tune in with me here. So, hey, I'm glad to have him, man. I mean, I don't even know who our safety is right now. So,
I would take Earl Thomas and well, how Clinton Dix is out.
oh, that's yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
But what are they going to do with that, though? I forgot about it. We got him this year, man. With all the coronavirus, I forget about Dallas has made a lot of. They picked up a lot of defensive players this year.
I play him Clinton Dix back there together. That should be tough.
That's what I was about to say. Why wouldn't they do that? I mean,
Yeah, I would let them guys let Earl Thomas roam like he do. Let Clinton Dix play more coverage.
I wanted Dixon out of college.
Yeah,
That's who I wanted him, man. He's solid.
I think he's just right now. I think he's just right now. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm excited to see that, but it's not a lot of people that's campaigning for Earl Thomas, man. So
Cowboys might get him. They're spending money on defense, if you haven't noticed. I mean, they're picking up big names. I hadn't looked at how much they're spending. Some of them have been out of the league for a little while.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So, where do you rate Dallas's defense just on paper right now?
on paper, man, I got them up there because those linebackers are savages, man, and they're young and they can run, man. They young savages. Them guys can go. I'm telling you, let me tell you why the Cowboys defense hadn't been successful in the last 2 years. I'm gonna give you this free education. So because they so young and they so fast, that makes them undisciplined. Okay. Now when you get with a real good OC, a real good offensive coordinator, okay, he'll use that undisciplined against them. All you gotta do is run cutback the whole game. Misdirection all day. Because they so fast, man. As soon as that ball is snapped, they going. They on the go.
They started. Now that you say that, I saw that starting to take place.
Yeah. Them linebackers, they fly to the ball, but they overrun the play quite a bit. And all you got to do is get them on skates and cut back behind them. And you'll get 7, 8, 10, 12 a pop. You know what I mean? And
they beefed up that D line. Hopefully that can contain some of it.
That's their biggest Achilles is that pass rush, man. They had them good guys, man, Randy Gregory and them guys, and they couldn't stay sober. If they would have stayed sober, I mean, they had some guys that could get to the quarterback, but that's their biggest problem. The linebackers are solid.
Yeah.
The linebackers are solid. The back end does well enough, but that D line, man, is suspect.
We lost some back end though with Byron Jones. I mean, he was solid. He was never a big name because he wasn't the flashy corner. He was more the one you just didn't throw to his side. We lost him, so I'm glad we got Ha Dix back there and some of those guys.
I trade Byron Jones all day for Ha and Earl Thomas.
Yeah, Stampede's with me. He said we'll take Earl.
Yeah,
I don't see why, man. I think he might behave there because he's been wanting to play there.
Sam said, what about the 49ers? Y'all about to you know what, man?
I knew it. Somebody had to say it.
Hey, the 49ers was jockeying for position with them for a minute with Earl Thomas.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, so I don't know if they still in the running or not. If Earl Thomas went to the 49ers, that'd be a great fit, man. And it's not like them guys need more help. But
what y'all say about Sherman though? Remember last week? Y'all were saying something. Did they not click?
No. That's his boy.
Okay, so I thought y'all were saying there was an issue.
No, I'm saying that's his boy. So Sherman can make a call to him and say, "Hey, man, come on down here to the Bay Area with me." Okay. So you got Sherman on the corner, and you got Earl back at safety again. It's old Seattle. I know they done picked up. They done got a little older. But which I think Sherm on his way out, he just physically can't do it anymore, man. He doesn't have the wheels to do, to play with some of these young guys. He can't run with them. So he is somewhat Achilles, but he still does really well underneath, and in cover 2 he still does real well.
Just still a threat for a quarterback.
Yeah, he is.
You still know the names there. You know what I mean?
You know the name there, but the safety got to help him.
Yeah, that's true too. How long has he been in the league?
Richard Sherman?
Yeah,
He's
been a
got to be
while.
going on about 13, 14 years, man. He's been there for a while from Stanford. I don't know exactly, but he's never been a fast guy, but he was so great, man, with his hands and at the line of scrimmage, he was so physical that, oh man, he just break you down, in your route. So I mean, but it's just the guys who the receivers is so fast when they, pop and get around him. I mean, he's done for.
Yeah. Look what Sammy said. Rich Sherman needs to be moved to strong safety because he's too slow.
I mean, he got a point.
Yeah, there is something there.
He's got a point. I mean, because he's still got some gas in the tank. But I mean, can you see him as strong safety and Earl at free? That'd be pretty good. They'd have to put two strong corners out there, but I think they can pull it off, man. You know what I'm saying? I'd love to see it. And Earl should be Richard should be able to call Earl and say, hey man, but Earl on his way out, man, he about that money. So he going where the money is.
So San Francisco's out. I mean,
now from my understanding, they still in the running, but
okay.
Like we know he would prefer to go to Dallas if he could swing.
Yeah.
He would prefer to go to Dallas. Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, Frisco's D line is so strong, man. I can sit and watch them young guys all day. They just Nick Bosa and them guys, man. It's just phenomenal to watch. It's phenomenal. Yeah.
No, they are. Because I mean, let's be real. Their offense was not a powerful offense, and they still look how far they made it.
Yeah,
that blew my mind. That was all defense. Nas don't like to say that, but I do.
Stampede said he don't think Richard Sherman would last at safety. It is different. It is a different way to play football.
Can he hit? Is Sherman? How is his tackling? Because corners get a lot of flack for that.
He can tackle. He don't hit, but he tackle.
He's not Dion with the.
No, he makes the tackle, man.
Yeah.
He makes the tackle. You know what I mean? So, I think it'd be a good move, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. He's still up in the air, so we'll see what's up.
So BJ would have won 2 nights in a row now.
Yes, I would have won 2 nights.
The Earl Thomas. Hey, why don't you call Nas up right now and see if he wants to get on the bet for tonight?
Man, nah.
If Dallas is in the running, a deal is not going to be made fast.
Nas probably feeling bad, man. He couldn't get that. He couldn't get his internet to work, man. He probably. Now.
But honestly, man, I feel bad because I could have made $1,000 easily.
Yeah, I feel bad for BJ. You could have robbed him.
Yeah, that joke ain't a lot, man. You might have to go down there and whoop him.
See, V fell for the poker face, man. You got it. He said, "Well, he knows something."
Yeah,
I'm like, I don't know, man. I think Nas fooled us all.
Nah, he ain't know nothing. He just clowning with BJ.
He was just gonna hand it to me.
I should have done it, man. I bet he wouldn't have done it with me though. No, Gerald actually hold me to it.
Yeah.
I would. I owe y'all money anyways for my running back picks last year.
Yeah, I know. As long as you know somebody, you never be broke.
Oh man, what was it? Who'd I pick? Geis. Darius Geis is top 5 running back.
You way off on that one. So BJ, what's up with this local with the local rapper, your girl Megan Thee Stallion, right?
What happened this time?
Well, I mean, we never talked about the dude. You know what? She came out on IG and said that the dude shot her. She admitted that the dude Tory Lanez shot her in the foot. Now, first of all, I think he's despicable. I said despicable. That's one of my new words I thought you.
Despicable.
Explain who he is to me, though.
Tory Lanez, BJ. Who is Tory Lanez? Tory
Lanez is a Canadian rapper and singer. He's pretty much just a very let's say he's not like an A-list artist. He's like B.
Okay.
But he makes his charting moments, right? He's a very controversial little dude. Just got a lot built up in him, and you know. And his style of music usually does like catchy samples of like old school music. He'll throw that in there, and that's his thing.
Ah, like Puffy used to do, like old
Yeah.
80s songs or something.
Exactly.
Okay.
J-Dub, he's a little fella.
Uh-huh.
He's a little fella, and so Megan is what, about 6'2" in heels, BJ?
Ooh, she's tall.
She's tall. She's about 6'1", 6'2" in heels, man. And yeah, that's what I said, Sam. I said she shot him in the pinky toe. She shot me in my pinky toe. shoot me in my pinky toe.
She looked like she's pretty tall.
Yeah, man. That's why she called herself the Stallion.
She looked like a stallion. I no, in a good way though. I thought she looked attractive in the pictures I saw.
So first of all,
Oh, there you go.
in the world, I'm trying to. How did you even? Why you even pulling your gun out, man? You know what I mean? What is this girl doing to make you pull your gun out? It's crazy.
Beating him.
She might have been whooping him, huh, BJ?
Yeah, nah, she probably didn't do anything because he had a security in the car and she had a friend or something. So I mean, she probably wasn't like hitting him, but that's just ridiculous. He shot her when she was walking away, and then she didn't rat on him or anything, and then I guess she got upset because all these people were talking about her on social media, and so she was just okay.
So wait, say it one more. Explain it to me both just one more time. I want to make sure I understand what went down.
Yeah. So they were in a car, 4 people, her, him. They're supposed to be dating at the time. There's his security in the car, and I think a friend of hers. And they were driving to her place.
Girl was in there with BJ.
Oh, a Kardashian? No. They came from a Kardashian girl's party.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I forgot which one. But so they came from that party on the way to Megan's place. So I'm guessing, was that here then? Or does she? Maybe she has multiple places. I don't know. So probably different state. Oh yeah, it was California. So
yeah, I did read a little something on that.
Yeah. And so there's some argument in the car, and the story is that she got out of the car, was walking away, and he shot at her and hit her both of her feet. So it's interesting way to shoot, right? And then so she doesn't rat them out. There's video of like a helicopter over them, police, they pull up. She doesn't rat him out or anything like that. Everyone suspects it's him, of course.
Yeah.
And then
so this isn't, I thought it all happened later. Like she didn't say anything, and then a couple months later it got brought up. No, this happened like it got brought up right after.
Yeah, very recent.
Okay.
Very recent.
That was my misunderstanding. That was my confusion. Okay.
Yeah,
Keep going though. Sorry.
Like within the last 30 days, all of this happened, I think. Within the last.
Okay.
And then so she gets like clowned on social media and stuff, and she's like, man, this is ridiculous. Y'all are clowning me. So she rats him out. She does like live. She's like upset, and she's like, yeah, it was Tory, So yeah.
That sounds like a mess.
Yeah.
It's a mess, man. So now you got, of course, local hip hop guy, my boy, UGK legend Bun B.
I love Bun B, man. UGK.
Bun B, man. So Bun B came out and like, hey, man, this is ridiculous, man. And Bun B did a little, I don't know if you saw it, BJ, but he did a little interview, man. And he was saying how, the black women, man, they're not protected like they should be. You know what I mean? Like, why is it that this guy has been fingered or has been, she said that he came out and said that
it's funny.
This dude was the one that shot her, and he's still walking around. He's yet to be arrested. You know what I mean? And so Bum was tripping about it, man. And rightfully so. Like, why is this dude's not arrested? And Bun actually said, if it was somebody, of Caucasian persuasion, that something would have been done by now.
Oh, he also said if that would have happened in Houston.
I was about to say if it happened in Texas, they'd have been arrested. It happened in California.
No. He was saying if it would have happened in Houston,
dogging on California.
someone in Houston would have already rolled down on Tory.
Oh yeah. Houston, it'd have been handled one way or another. California, shit don't get handled at all there.
Yeah.
It's a dumpster fire.
Yeah, these Texas boys don't play no game, man.
Nah, we don't play games down here, man.
Texas boy don't play no game. Yeah, we handling stuff like that, you know. Like I said, man, that boy have no reason at all. No reason. I mean, every man that's on the planet, man, that's done had a back and forth with a young lady. And I mean, there's a whole lot of ways to handle it, man, without it getting physical.
And I ain't gonna put
And definitely not pulling no gun out on, you know what I'm saying? So this dude
think it ruined his career.
yeah, I think so.
I think it will.
I don't know. It's a weird time today. You know the whole Tekashi 6ix9ine thing. Like it's a weird time. So
That's true.
But Tekashi ain't shooting no woman, man. He just ratted on some people. It's different, man. A lot of people not playing when you disrespecting these women, man.
V, what happened to the Tupac days, man?
Man, I mean, you
They were
know,
just real. The artists were just
they're gone. I mean, Tupac gonna, you know, most he was gonna do is talk noise and do a lot of cussing, but you know,
yeah, but he always said something wise.
yeah, man. He ain't. I don't think he physically did.
Oh,
nothing.
you're talking about to a woman. I'm saying if he was talking about a subject like Bun B was, he would have said something real like Bun B acting like his old school rap.
Yeah, I mean, but you know, my grown man rule. Bun B a grown man.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Certain things you don't do, young boy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Certain stuff you don't do, young boy. You don't.
what situation would either of you shoot a person? First, let's start off with a person in the heel of their foot. What
In the
situation?
heel, I wouldn't have meant to do that if I was shooting at somebody.
You
I'd
want to
have been like, whoa. How am I gonna aim for the heel? That'd be good if I could hit the heel and I was aiming for it.
You would almost think that he done it. This is what I think, BJ. I think he was clowning, being a young punk. I think he was clowning and probably shot at the ground trying to miss her and actually hit her.
Yeah, I
That's
think
what I think. And then once he done it, he freaked him out. Like, oh, I done shot her.
I think you're right.
I think he was clowning because, man, a lot of these young cats and then a lot of these old stupid cats with these guns, man, they be clowning with these guns, man, and doing all that, you know, crazy crap, you know, like shooting in the air and stuff like that, man, you know, and something go wrong like that, and then, oh, you know, that's an old crap moment. You know what I mean? Oh, crap, you know.
Now Front 7 Rush is talking about me.
Yeah. You know.
maybe it's something like that where she gets out of the car and he's like, "Hey, get back in the car before I blast you." And she's like, "Boy, shut up. You ain't gonna shoot me." And he's like, "Oh yeah." And he's like, "Bah bah." And he's like, "I hit her."
That's
Damn.
exactly the way I think it went
Let's
down.
say if he was trying to be a hardcore and actually shoot her and he shot her in the heel, then he's gonna wind up dead in a couple months anyways because he doesn't know how to point a gun at anybody. So
Hey, man, that's exactly what I think happened.
I think he was clowning
that's the
though.
type of scenario. And
Yeah.
she probably was talking to her. He probably, "You better shut up. I'm gonna shoot you." And, you know,
Hey, that was kind of close to your white boy.
BJ, that's how a stupid youngster look. "You better shut up. I'm gonna shoot you."
It doesn't that look like his white boy voice?
No, that looks like a young dummy.
That's my deep young dummy voice.
Okay. Oh man, I like this, man. I'm gonna make a list of all these voices.
Yeah. See,
Oh,
that's,
I like
like I said, Stampede and Plexico went to jail for shooting. Remember when Plexico Bird shot himself in the leg?
Oh yeah. I sure do. Shot himself in the leg.
Clowning, man.
Yep.
Clowning.
Yep.
He was clowning. So, I mean, a lot of these guys, man, they got these guns, man. They don't need them, man.
I forgot about him, man. He was cold though.
They don't need them.
Yeah. Just
Yeah, he put it. Then he was putting the gun in his pocket, right? And it went off and shot himself in the leg. Didn't
sad, man. Ain't no telling what Plex was doing.
Didn't Marvin Harrison do that too?
Nah.
He shot himself too at some point, but I don't remember. It was right after he was pretty much done, I think. Or maybe he shot somebody. I don't remember. It was
no, Marvin shot somebody, man.
Oh, okay.
He got into it with somebody and shot him.
Yeah, and then he was saying it was an accident or something.
Well, now they had a physical altercation and dude kept coming.
Oh, okay.
Hey, so check this out.
There was a gun involved.
Somebody tweeted after this happened. Somebody tweeted, "Ladies, if you date a man who coined the term demon time, I guess demon time is something that Tory Lanez coined. If you date a man who coined the term demon time and you get shot by him during demon hours, be accountable for your stupidity." And then Tory Lanez liked that photo. It's just a bunch of young, dumb shit. Like,
And that means he accidentally did it. If she still like, if all that's going on, I bet it was an accident. I bet y'all right. He was just clowning around, trying to
Dumb.
show off.
The lovely said that she said it was that Megan said it was an accident, but he shouldn't have put a gun on. And I think that's what it was, man. I think that he was clowning, being young and stupid, and he shot that girl, and then it was a oh crap moment. Oh,
I'd be pissed off if I was her, man. Hell no.
yeah. I mean, it's foolishness, man. Be a grown man, Tory Lane.
So what happened with her? She she got a cast on now, or she lose a toe or something, or
no, she got shot in the heel. She had some stitches. Stitches were taken
Yeah, I
out.
think it's just
oh, okay. So it just
Good.
she's lucky nothing more serious happened.
Yeah, nothing broke, nothing like that. She's good.
She's still able to put on heels and make videos. So I mean,
She do it. Yeah, cool.
So
Her
first
sales just went up too.
he accidentally shoots this girl, and then his bullets obviously have done nothing to her.
He's probably got a 22.
Like,
he probably do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully not, because he can afford something better than that. But maybe he do.
Hey, I like 22s. They don't kick. They don't kick a lot.
But he, like I said, man, he's a little fella. So you know,
Exactly.
you a little fella like that, you gonna probably get a big gun. You know what I mean?
That's what I would think. BJ, you have a gun? I probably shouldn't ask you. That's kind of a personal question. Sorry.
not yet. It's
Oh, you think
funny. I have a handgun license.
Do you really?
Yeah.
V, do you shoot guns at all? Or?
Not since I've been grown, man. I used to shoot guns way back when I was younger, because I'm from the country, so I knew how to shoot.
Oh yeah. You probably did. You ever go hunting a lot or any of that?
I used to go hunting with my uncle back in the
Really?
day.
That's
Little
awesome,
bit.
man.
You know, it
That's
just
cool.
that was, you know, a lot of them guys was in the hunting. I was in the sports. So
Oh.
maybe I go hunting. I'm finna go play football.
I never got into hunting either. I have family in backwoods Louisiana, but it just wasn't my thing, man. Sit out there and be quiet for hours. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, you got to do that, man. You got to get up early in the morning.
Real
Go
early.
to a day, then go hunt. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No.
Hey, man, I want to tell you guys about my son's book, man, really quick. We're going to put up the link. Blue Rebels by Zion Ingram. We're going to put it in our comments. I want you guys to check it out. Go to Amazon. I mean, my son is a brilliant young man, and his birthday is today. You know what I mean? He's 21 today, a real good kid. He's doing really good things, man. Real positive young man. And I just like the listeners to check it out. If you guys are into comic books, your kids into comic books, I mean, his book is on sale at Amazon. It's called Blue Rebels. His name is Zion Ingram. Go check it out. Support him. I appreciate you. It's a really, I mean, man, he worked real hard at this, man. I'm so proud of the kid. I don't know what to do. I keep calling him kid, but he's 21. I'm so proud of him, man. I don't know what to do, man. So, you know, you guys go check it out. It can be a gift. It can be a real good gift. It can be a great read for yourself. Just check it out, and then, you know, do us a favor. Go to your social media once you check it out. Let us know what you think. Like it, share it, so on and so forth. And I appreciate it. So, Jacob, let me ask you this, man. Ed Oliver, the Buffalo Bills. Now, this is a Houston guy.
Yep.
U of H. Deemed to be the next Aaron Donald. 6'1", 280 pounds. Buffalo Bill defensive tackle. Man, I love the kid. We hadn't really got a chance yet to see him. This will be his second season, but man, I'm excited about seeing him. Man, I can't wait till it gets started. You know, back in May, he got into a little situation. He got pulled over for a DUI, BJ, and it turned out, I mean, he ended up getting arrested and everything. In July, the charges ended up getting dropped because the blood alcohol whatever it is, you know, what they tested blood, it came back where he wasn't intoxicated. Yeah,
That means he didn't have anything, man, because those tests are.
he didn't have anything, man. So, I mean, he's fighting it now. I mean, just because he
Good
felt
for
like
him.
they saw his name, man. So
Yeah.
I'm happy for the young man, man. I think he should fight it. He
Yeah,
should fight it, you know, just to get, you know, just for them to apologize to him because, I mean, the charges has already been dropped, but I mean, you know, so you know, and I watched this guy at U of H, man, a beast, bro.
Oh, he was phenomenal, man. He was like an Aaron Donald style player. Yeah, he was phenomenal. I love watching him.
That's kind of messed up that happened. Is that intentional? How does that happen?
Man, I got one. They made me blow. I was leaving a business meeting in Louisiana. I didn't know where I was going.
Yeah.
So I didn't put my blinker on. They pulled me over. I'm outside of my hotel. And they say, have you been drinking? I said, I had like 3 beers, but over a period of time, right? But I had the last 2 beers about 20 minutes before I left, 10 minutes before I left. You know that alcohol builds up over an hour. So they waited and tested me about hour and a half later. Like they made me do the walk 3 times, and then they got me on the last one. They took me to a cell, man. I mean, a prison where it opens up the doors in the morning and everything. And then nobody would bail me out because I was from Texas. They're like, he's gonna run. I'm like, you got. And I was, you know what I blew? I blew the limit. Like, and that was an hour after. I'm like, you got to be kidding me, man.
Wow.
But I can respect what he's doing, man, because it's a pain in the ass to go through all that. And you're like, I told him, I go, can I? Then they said they could have got me for trying to bribe them. I go, can I just walk to my hotel and give you some money? Like, get the ticket. I was trying to tell them, give me the ticket, and I'll just go to. I was in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Can I go? I got meetings in the morning.
Yeah.
They wouldn't let me do it, man. They drove me an hour and a half away to the
What?
prison, and then I was in there with some black dude, right? And he's in the holding cell with me, and he's looking at me real funny, and I'm like, "Are you okay, man?" And he's like, "Dude, I just ate like a pound of weed. I don't know where I'm at." I said, "Are you sure you're okay?" And then they put me and him in a cell together, and the toilets were clogged up. We couldn't even go to the bathroom, or it would have overflowed in our cell. Luckily, we were both out early the next day. But yeah, he's like, they didn't find anything on me because I'm high as a kite. I ate it all. I'm like, good for you.
Wow.
Man, they targeted you. That's messed up. They targeted.
But Fred Oliver, especially if they don't have that number, you know, if you don't test over the limit, that's wrong, man. Go for it. Go all the way.
So BJ, I was coming home one night from work, man. You know, and I used to get off sometimes 1:32 in the morning. So I'm coming home from work. They pulled me over, man, about a mile from my house, right?
Yeah.
And so they get me out, same with J-Dub, and they get me out, you know, make me blow. Of course, I hadn't had anything during work, so I'm tired actually. You know what I mean? They putting the flashlight in my face. Well, why your eyes red, sir? I said, man, because I'm sleeping, man. You know. And he was like, well, we gonna do a sobriety test. I said, all right, I might fall, man, because I'm sleeping. Well, we're gonna do the test anyway. Man, they put me through the whole process, man. Doing the little walk. Yeah. Put your finger on the nose thing and
Heck.
you know, all of that, man. And I mean, they ended up letting me go. But and I think it was cause of, you know, they show I had no alcohol. So, okay, well, just be careful. Look like you're swearing a little bit. I said, yeah, I probably fell asleep up the road a little.
See, that's messed up because they smelled it on me. There's no doubt. I had been drinking. I didn't feel like I was over the limit, so I was like, no problem telling them, you know. But I probably shouldn't have been driving regardless. But I was like, still, man. But that's messed up. They make you do it and they don't smell anything.
Yeah.
You know what they told me too? You know how they make you stand on one foot?
Yeah.
They told me if you put your foot down, just pick it back up. My lawyer told me in the state of Louisiana, he goes, we can fight that because that's what they counted off for. He goes, but because they told you could do it, they're not supposed to do that. They're not supposed to say if you put it down, they're supposed to say walk on one foot. And that's it.
Right.
And because they told you that, you thought it was okay. And then but my lawyer said in Louisiana, it's a first strike rule. Yeah. So if you get any of those, they're dismissed after you pay it off. Every misdemeanor, unless you like murder somebody or rape somebody, every like misdemeanor type offense or low grade felony is a first strike rule. So you get a strike and they just dismiss it.
Low
So
grade.
that's what they like. Mine was that's a felony in Louisiana, DUI, DWI.
Jeez.
Yeah. So I got a felony on my record, but luckily my boss don't care.
Wow.
No, but yeah, they dismissed it, so it's not expunged. But yeah, Louisiana does that, and I thought it was kind of cool they do that. You know, it ain't stacking up
So-
against you, but
So
Texas they take it to you.
Vince, they made you do the whole test. Did you blow the thing too?
Yeah,
You blew?
yeah,
No way.
yeah.
What the heck?
It was about 2 in the morning, man.
That's messed up, man. That's messed up.
There's 2 of them.
And guess what it was? When it was done, they been knowing I wasn't drunk.
Yeah.
He was training the other guy. Yeah.
Wow.
He kept telling him, yeah, so now you gotta check this and you gotta check that.
He said, "See, black guys like this, make sure you pull them over."
Yeah.
I'm messing with you.
Oh,
That's messed up though.
That is
Wow.
messed up, man. That's messed up.
He could
You
have
were tired, man.
Yeah.
I was guinea pig, man. Use me as a guinea pig, bro.
Man, he could have just gone to a parking lot, got out, and
Yeah.
did that himself.
Yeah. And now
Yeah.
he used a regular black man to do it, you know. And
Man.
you know, hey, that's what it is, man.
They did it to me at I went to Sam Houston State, you know, where the prison's at.
Yeah.
And they pulled me over for my music being too loud. Funny enough, we were talking about music being loud. Yeah, I listen to some heavy metal, and they pulled me over. But then the cop walked up, and he actually told me, he goes, because that's what they train police officers at that school. So he goes, "I'm just training him. Your music was too loud by the law." But he goes, "I don't really care. He's going to get out and talk to you. We're just training. That's all it is." So I was like, "Okay, cool, whatever." He goes, we don't really pull people over for music. We could care less about that." And I'm like, they're like young kids, but and I think the guy who was training is actually a black guy too. So he probably whatever. But yeah, I was like, you got to be kidding. I've never been pulled over for that.
They need to do some other sort of training instead of pulling people over and wasting their time.
Well, in Huntsville, you're like asking for it though. Like, do not drive drunk there, man. It's nothing but police and it's a prison, a college, and police officers everywhere.
Man.
Yeah.
Hey, I got I don't know if I told y'all, I got pulled over on 4th of July.
Did you?
Yeah.
Were you drunk? Yeah. Oh, did you get let
I
go?
wasn't drunk, but I was making margaritas everywhere I went because I was the margarita guy on 4th of July. So yeah, guys, people wanted me to come by and make margaritas for them. Thank you very much. So
Bye bye.
bye. Yeah, bye strikes again.
First
So-
of all, so not only do you sip margaritas, but you are a margarita maker.
Oh
Yes.
God, this is good.
Yes.
This is a commercial coming.
Gee, J-Lo, I mean, just like the cops, man, this gotta change, man. Hey man, we're gonna have to take BJ, man, and tie him up, throw him in the back of a truck.
I think we might have to go shoot a gun just so he feels more.
I've
Oh, what do we need to do?
shot a gun. You
It
know,
makes margaritas, man.
What do you want to teach him how to make? Bloody Marys?
Man, vodka and cranberries. Just
There-
put vodka
There
and
you go.
cranberries in, man.
vodka,
Hey,
cran- no,
I
you
like
got
me Bloody Mary, a good Bloody Mary, man.
Man,
you gotta
listen,
get an ounce of this, 2 ounces of this.
listen, man.
Take,
Let me tell you something. Men don't drink drinks with names, man. Okay? If the
This is-
drink has a name, Bloody Mary, Tom Collins, all them things.
Hey, vodka cranberry's got a name.
that's a
My
name.
mom drinks that, dude.
What's the name of it?
I don't know because I'd never ordered one of those.
It's no name.
No, my 65-year-old mom drinks vodka cranberries. That's her drink.
Your 65-year-old mom.
I drink them too, man. I'm just messing with you. But my mom does like them also. But
That's what you was saying, man. What was that?
So
I like vodka cranberry.
I was a little tipsy, but I swerved, but not because of that. I swerved because I was getting off the phone with my girlfriend, and
You
I
trying to miss a dog?
what?
When you trying to miss a dog?
No,
A squirrel.
no. If I was trying to miss a dog, I'd just stop in the road. But
You would be the guy that goes off the rope for a squirrel, like that Geico commercial where the squirrels give them that.
Squirrel.
Yeah, they go, good job.
No, I was okay though. I swear because I had looked down at my phone and I went over the little edge of the road a little bit, and then I saw the lights behind me. I'm like, and I look to the right of me, and I have a cup full of alcohol.
What you
So-
have? You had a margarita?
Yeah, I had a margarita.
That's
So-
why I let you go, man.
No,
He said, I feel bad for this kid.
no. So I had my hoodie. You know, it was already off. I was like,
Cape
"Ooh."
Cod, that's it, by the way. Sorry. Stampede. That's the name of a vodka cranberry.
Oh, dang.
Anyway,
So,
sorry. I didn't mean sorry. My bad.
Oh no, it's cool. So I had to put the cup on my seat, cover it up with the hoodie, and then he was like, "Hey, you good? You swerving?" I was like, "Oh, I'm fine. Yeah." He's like, get out. Let me do a little test. He's like, "Follow the pin." I'm like, "Okay." Follow the pin with my eyes, not my head, with my eyes. Blah blah blah. I do a little walk, and he's like, "All right, man, you're good to go." I was like, "Yeah, sorry, I was just, looking down at my phone." And he's like, "All right, well, have a good one." I was like, "Yep, peace."
Yeah. If that would have been me, he'd have been talking to me. I'd have been saying, I was just looking, can you get out on your knees, sir? Oh, okay. Yeah, so I was just looking down on my phone, Put your hand behind your back, sir. Wait a minute, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference, BJ.
He was a young guy. Maybe that was the difference. He was young. He was like my age.
Oh, that might be
Hey, you
it.
get a couple of them, man. They're all right.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, I personally witnessed it with African American friends with me, the mistreatment. Like while they're with me, and we get treated completely different. It's unbelievable. It's nothing. Honestly, nothing to laugh at. But
Pull up to the car and they're like, "Sir, are you okay?"
Yeah, exactly. With
they
the
probably
hand
just
on the
heard.
filter.
They probably heard you talking, and they're like, "Oh, he must be white."
Maybe. I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, hey, officer. Hi. How are you?"
How are you? He's like, "Oh, that's a white guy. Leave him alone. Don't even look at him. Don't even look. We already know."
Did we go to high school together? No.
Stampede asked me was I fortunate to get away alive. Yeah, I was fortunate, man. Cause they could have went in at 2 a.m. too. They could have done that and just left me on the side of the road. So yeah, I was real fortunate to get away.
Yeah.
So BJ Dean asked you. He said, "Can you come to Fort Worth and make margaritas for my wife and a homegirl on the patio late at night?"
I'm
You're
sorry.
saying homegirl. That means there's a. Oh wait, you go. Never
Too
mind.
far away. Sorry, Dean. Can't do it.
Hey,
Dean,
man.
I'll come down and bring my premix.
No,
That's how I do it.
I don't even use premix. I actually do.
I know you actually probably go all in. I just buy a
Yeah,
premix.
I that's what I feel like. You probably squeeze and take and all that kind of stuff. So listen, man, let me give you this grown man rule right quick. We're gonna talk about it, we're gonna get out of here. So BJ,
Yep.
if you
He always says DJ when he's talking about grown man.
so listen, man. Okay, this grown man rule right here. If you are out of college,
Okay.
all right, and you still live in your mama house, then you're not a grown man.
Makes sense.
All right. If you out of college, or not going to college, if you just working and you over 22 and you still live in your mama house, and when I give y'all these grown man rules, I want the listeners to understand this can go for women too. Don't get it twisted. This is for men and women.
Very true.
You know what I mean? If you are over 22, 23, you out and you done with college and you still live in your mama house and you just pay the water bill.
The water bill.
You cannot call yourself a grown man.
That's like 3/4 grown man though if you're paying the water bill at least.
Man, you are a boy. You a boy if you are paying the water bill and you still going to your room to go to bed.
You know what, Vince?
Grew up in.
I just want to give another shout out to your son, by the way, because 21 years old, man. I've been trying to put a book together now for 30 years. I haven't been able to do it. That's impressive, man. So
Yeah.
also, I think that if you're at that age, what do you think? If I know your son's probably doing his thing, but other kids, if you're working towards something at that age, what are the rules then? Like out of
Man.
college, you're working towards getting that job or doing something.
Man, as long as you stand productive.
There you
Okay,
go.
and this real talk, man. I'll be aside. As long as you stand productive. If every morning when I get up to go to work, you still laying in the bed with your feet up, we got a problem.
Yeah.
But if I'm getting up going to work, you getting up going to work, and you grinding to try to set yourself up,
Yeah.
that's being on your grown man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if I come back from work and you still in the same spot when I left, then we got a problem. We got a problem. So yeah, like man, a lot of these youngsters, man, keep you know, you gotta keep your grind, man. You gotta be disciplined and consistent. Discipline and consistency will take you a long way.
Oh yeah. When I lived with my mom, which was some years back, maybe like 3 years now, I was in college and I always kept a job. And there was one point where I was even like, hey, mom, I'm focusing on this. I'm trying to build this up. Is it cool if, if I, let the job go to really focus full time on like this at home, because I was always working on stuff. She's like, that's cool. We're a very like entrepreneurial family. So yeah, I have friends though that fit that category, whereas they just are at home, not doing anything. Fortunately, I never fit that, but now I'm out, See,
Yeah.
I got my own place. I just nail curtains to the wall,
There you go.
Hey, it's
Your
all right.
own
It's
place,
your
man.
place.
That's it. It's
Hey.
your place. You can do
Hey.
whatever you want to do, partner.
My buddy who told me I look cute last week, he's my age and live with his mom. So I wish he was on right now so I'd call him back out.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, he ain't going nowhere. Almost 40.
That is crazy,
And
man.
I'm not lying.
That is crazy.
Where you
That
at,
is
Lou?
crazy, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to do better, man.
That's crazy. I don't know what culture that is, but
Because you don't deem you grown until 27. I don't know either, man. I'm
You grown into
not in this culture, that's for sure.
I don't remember how old I was.
Pull
I don't
up what
remember
Stampede said, man. I got something for that.
okay.
Like living home once or twice after college, hard times come and meet with. Sometimes I don't consider young folk grown until they about 25. I can't rent a car from them. Nah, man. Listen, man. Let me tell you something. When I left my mama's
like
house, man, I don't like that.
What's wrong with that?
When I left my mama's house, man, that was one time when I didn't have anything to eat, bro, but a bag of fish. This is a true story, and we're gonna end the show with this. I had a bag of fish to eat, man. A bag of fish and a bunch of canned goods. You know what I'm saying? Man,
was
I
it
ate
frozen fish or was it a live fish?
No, it was frozen, bro.
Okay, thank God. I was like,
a big bag you buy from Sam's.
Which a
Okay? Man, I had fish every day, fellas. I had frozen fish. I mean, I had fried fish. I had baked fish, broiled fish, and green beans. You know what I mean? I didn't call my mama asking for no money. I didn't go back to my mama house. I just made it do what it do, man. I did everything from some of the stuff. I did everything from working in a warehouse to sell cologne out of the back of my trunk.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Making pennies on the dollar, man. But I mean, you have to stay focused and consistent and disciplined, and you can do it, man.
Yeah, you can make it happen.
Yeah,
you
can do it. You can do it. But anyway, hey, real quick, pull up that link again. Check out Blue Rebels. My son, Zion Ingram. Very proud of this young man. On Amazon, all you comic book lovers, you can buy it as a gift. Please support him. He's doing a great thing. Young man, 21 years old, man, doing his thing.
Happy birthday to you, man.
Yeah, and his birthday today.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, go get it for his birthday, man. That'd be cool, man.
That's awesome.
But anyway, BJ, great show, man. J-Dub, awesome, brother. Way to bring it. we're gonna have to give him a Nas. Nas may be dealing with that weather down that way,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, weather's a little. I'm surprised we're not dealing with it.
Pretty
Yeah.
soon, right?
Pretty soon. They may be dealing with it a little bit more now, but that's what's up with Nas. Nas couldn't get his internet going, but he tried. He tried. Boy, he tried.
He did try. Man,
tried.
he kept popping in.
Yeah, he trying his best, man. So we'll have him back next week. And I want to thank all the listeners, the Lovelies, Stampede,
Yeah.
Morrison, Sarah came back in.
Yeah.
Sammy, Dean, everybody, man. We appreciate it. Keep bringing it. We steady growing. Keep shooting that, shooting those comments out there.
Sarah.
And yeah, keep shooting those comments out there, man. And we love interacting with you guys.
Man, Stampede.
And until Monday, fellas. Hey, man, y'all stay safe. Hunker down on this weather. And let's do it again next week.